In this edition of the Being Video Chat, I'd like to talk about collaboration. So I thought it would be a good idea to actually do it collaboratively, and I've invited Alta to co-present with me. Thank you, Siebert. Collaboration is a very important topic for me. I've always believed that my very best work is done when I have someone to challenge me, to use as a foil. If I have to justify and defend my ideas, they become even clearer and stronger. And the best collaborative partners don't always endorse your ideas. In fact, I was once told that if two members of a board of directors always agree, one of them is unnecessary. Harsh, but true. There are so many great examples of this. Like in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, there is a wonderful scene where Freddie Mercury tries to persuade the band to take him back after his attempt at a solo career. His reason has a wonderful twist of the unexpected. He says they had gone to Hamburg and hired the best musicians that money could buy, and then told them exactly what to do, and the problem was that they did it. There was no creative abrasion, no standing up for a different viewpoint that eventually created something better than his own ideas. There are, of course, examples of great artists and geniuses who worked on their own. Beethoven, for example, or Dylan, indeed. But there's ample evidence that their working with musicians around them at various stages of the creative process helped innovation and experimentation, like Dylan's electric phase or his country and religious phases. Time Out of Mind is still his best album. 1969's Nashville Skyline for me. 30 years earlier. Now that's a career. So, just like Van Gogh's work benefited from his interaction with other painters like Toulouse-Lautrec and Gauguin and Signac, there's a great deal to be said for interacting with others to spark innovation and growth. My favorite example of a genuine collaborative relationship is the friendship between Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, the creators of behavioral economics. And after Tversky's death, Daniel Kahneman won the Nobel Prize for Economics. And he's not even an economist. Kahneman pays great homage to his friend and collaborator in his book Thinking Fast and Slow. You do the reading. The pleasure we found in working together made us exceptionally patient. It is much easier to strive for perfection when you are never bored. Perhaps most important, we checked our critical weapons at the door. Both Amos and I were argumentative, he ever more than I. But during the years of our collaboration, neither of us ever rejected out of hand anything that the other said. So he goes on to say that they were sufficiently similar to understand each other easily, and sufficiently different to surprise each other. I like that. So great collaboration is built on difference and on similarity. So in organizations, there are many naturally collaborative relationships, but sometimes you have to work hard at it to create the will and the ability to be collaborative. And that's where we can help. At Being Consulting, we can help you learn the techniques of great collaboration and develop the tools to get the best out of your collaborative relationships. And I already know what you are going to say next. You follow the cognitive behavior change model, right? Am I that predictable? Yes, we work on cognition, understanding why collaboration is important, on motivation, developing the desire to be more collaborative, and on behaviors, the things you actually do when you want to collaborate. And the benefits of improved collaboration are significant. So one of the greatest collaborative relationships of all time is that of Paul McCartney and John Lennon. I once read that Paul and John had a remarkably peaceful and non-confrontational working relationship. They would sit down to write and never failed to produce something, and they always considered each other's input. Now, this might seem like boring collaboration, but that article suggested that the relationship was very dynamic and constantly changed as John Lennon reinvented himself over and over again. So Paul McCartney had many creative partners. They were just all called John Lennon. Thanks for collaborating, Alta. Anytime, Siebert.